Hey guys, so today I am doing a fun challenge video. This is going to be the full face of makeup with no brushes or like just using your hands. I don't exactly remember what it's called. But yeah, so I'm starting off with a fresh face and let's just get into this. So first things first is I'm going to be using the Master Prime. I'm just going to just kind of put that on my face and rub it in with my fingers because that's my only option. For foundation, I'm going to be mixing the L'Oreal Pro Glow and the L'Oreal Infallible. So I have some of that on the back of my hand and I'm just going to mix them. And just, I guess, start to apply. That was a crap ton. Holy cow. Okay. I just want to make sure that I'm blending it okay. I definitely feel like this is the easy part when you're doing your foundation. I mean, because there's people that use their fingers for their foundation like all the time. So for concealer, I'm going to be, of course, using my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. And what I'm going to do is just take some of this on the wand and just put it on my finger and dab it under my eyes. Maybe a little bit more. Because I do this on a daily basis, I want to try to get this as real as possible. So I'm going to highlight with this as well down the center of my face. Oh, I think I put a little bit too much there, so I'm going to distribute. I'm going to go ahead and try to set some of my face with the Airspun Loose Powder. I'm just going to pat out any of the creasing. And then with my, oh gosh, that's a lot. With my ring finger, I'm going to pat that powder underneath my eye to set. So I'm like basically covering my whole finger so that I can get a half decent coverage with this, so it doesn't take me an hour. Cool. I'm taking some more and I'm just gonna pat like the center of my face where I usually powder. It's looking a little like blotchy, but I think that I can work with it. Ugh, this is taking too long with just that one finger. I'm gonna use two fingers because this is taking too long. Basically just smack yourself and you're good. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna try to blend some of this excess powder off. By the way, if you guys can see my brushes in the background, that's just some of them, but I had to put them like behind me so that I wasn't like tempted to grab them. But now I'm going to do bronzer, and of course I'm going to use my NYX palette, and I think I'm just going to take this one because it's the lightest one. Usually I mix these two, but I'm kind of afraid to do that, so, oh god, that's a lot. Okay, we're going to just, oh, okay, this was not such a good idea. Okay, yeah, no, this is so bad. Alrighty. Let me attempt. That actually blended out really easier than I thought, although this, oh my gosh, okay. I'm gonna try to blend this out even more. Okay, it's blending. So this is actually blending really well if you just kind of sweep. I don't think it looks that bad for using my fingers, but I'm going to leave it where it is so I don't end up making it look worse, because it definitely is splashy. Okay, so now for the part that I've been absolutely terrified to do, and this is the part I'm dreading, my eyebrows. I'm going to use Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. Okay, I'm just going to kind of try to get these babies more tamed. And I don't even know where to start. I think I'm going to use my pinky, and I'm going to try to use like the nail. I'm trying to like pick up product with my nail, and that's way too much. Hold the phone, girl. That is going to look a mess. All right, so I picked some of that up on my actual nail, and I'm just going to try to brush a little bit of that. It's a little thick. Oh my god, okay. Y'all, that arch actually kind of worked. It's a little thick, but it doesn't look half bad. Let me just fill this in. Oh shoot. I'm like getting it a little bit everywhere, but you know what, it's alright. Look, you know what, that's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Like, it needs a little bit more definition. Like, I feel like down here it looks a little funky, but I'm afraid I'm going to mess with it too much. Like, see, I just got a little dot. Alright, I'm going to leave it. I think, to be honest, that is not half bad for doing it with my finger. So I'm going to continue. So I have no idea how I got this eyebrow to look half decent. This eyebrow looks like such a mess, so I'm going to try to clean it up with concealer. So that helped like the tiniest bit. I'm just going to move on to my eyes and not worry about it, but I'm going to be using MAC's Paint Pot, of course. And this should be easy because I do this with just my fingers all the time anyways. So for the eyeshadow, I'm just going to use my Manny and Makeup Geek palette. I'm not really going to like show you guys what I'm using just because, I mean, you know, this is not a tutorial by any means. I'm just going to kind of go for it. So, oh Jesus, that was a lot of product. Blend, blend, blend. Okay, luckily Makeup Geek eyeshadows are super easy to blend because that doesn't look that crazy. Sorry if I'm like so quiet. I am concentrating so hard. And this is actually not as difficult as I thought it was going to be. I I'm just like trying to take it slow and concentrating super hard. Highlight my brow bone. Oops, that was a little much. Let me like blend that out. That was way too much. Huh. Okay, so I've successfully done like majority of my eye, and I'm gonna go underneath my eyes now with some of this product. I guess that blended okay. I'm going to take some L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara, and I'm just gonna put this on my finger, I guess, and just try to coat my lashes with this. It like dries on your fingers so quickly, so then it's really hard to actually get any on your lashes. So so difficult to put this on with your finger. It's not really difficult, it's just not distributing enough. And it's definitely messy, that's for sure. Taking it on my pinky finger to do my bottom lashes. Which is basically just getting all over my lower lash line. I'm going to put on lashes, and I just got some glue on my finger, and I'm just going to put that on the strip. This would usually be really easy for a lot of people, but I always use tweezers to put on my lashes, so I'm actually kind of nervous as to how this is going to turn out, but we are going to try. Okay, let's see if I can... do this. Oh gosh. Okay, that was not as hard as I thought it was going to be, but I feel like they're a little, like, far away from, like, my lash line, if that makes sense. At least not as close as I want them to be. Okay, so this eye did not go as smoothly. Like, I could not figure out how to get my inner corner, like, down. So my inner corner of the lash is a little bit, like, funky. But that is, like, the eyes finished. I actually don't think they look too bad. Like, this eye has a lot of mascara underneath of it, which looks a little bit ridiculous, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So now I can finish my face. So I'm going to use a little bit of a lighter color to contour, I think. Usually I would use this one. I think I'm going to use this one just because I'm afraid of picking up too much and it looking like too harsh. So once again, I'm just going to kind of get it on those two fingers and just kind of... Oh god, that's terrible. Okay. Use a different finger to blend that out. Oh, these blend so easily, which is really nice. Not too bad. I'm gonna do my nose now. Oh god, that was way too much product right there. That's super harsh. Oops. For blush, I'm just gonna use Milani's Luminoso and just kind of like dab that on with my two fingers right here. See if that doesn't looks splotchy. Now I'm going to highlight, and I'm just going to use, of course, the Kathleen Lights palette, and I'm going to take these 2 shades, and I'm just going to take that on my middle finger, and I'm going to try to highlight my face. So I'm really dreading doing this again, but I'm going to take some of the L'Oreal Brow Plumper Mascara. I don't think that's the right finger. Hold on. I'm going to take some of that in my pinky finger, and I'm just going to try to lightly dust this over my brows. Okay, so I'm almost done with this look. All I've got to do is my lips, and for this I'm feeling my, no I'm not, that's too cool down. I'm gonna attempt to wear Viva Glam Nikki and hoping that my finger will kind of tone this down a little bit because it's a little bit more coral than what I want, but I think that that looks pretty. So I'm going to put a little bit of a gloss on because this is looking a little dry. I'm going to use NYX's Tea Rose. And once again, just getting some of this on my finger and just putting some of that on. So I'm going to look at this like up close, like really, really well, just to kind of see, because I can see it from far away, and from far away, to be honest, it doesn't look that bad, but I'm going to look up close in a mirror. Okay, so my face, like, I would go out with my face looking like this. My actual face makeup looks like honestly really good, minus a little bit on my nose is because I was rubbing it so hard with my finger. I feel that like it rubbed off a little bit of the foundation underneath when I was doing my contour, but besides that, like, my face makeup doesn't look that bad. I'm actually really impressed. Now my eyebrows definitely look like a little bit of a mess, like they just look like a little unkept. They're not horrible. Like this one's okay. If they both looked like this one, I think that it'd be okay, but this one just looks like a little messy and I'm not really feeling it. And my eye makeup isn't terrible. It's not great either though. And the lashes, like I feel like this one's okay. Once again, this one on the inner corner is a little messed up, so I would definitely touch that up with tweezers if I were to actually go out, just to make sure that you can't really tell. And then the mascara on this eye looks like ridiculous. It got everywhere. Overall, I actually am really impressed with myself. I feel like I was so focused and I didn't talk a lot in this video, but I was honestly just focusing on trying to make sure that I was blending everything okay and everything was looking okay. And I'm actually not even that upset with how it turned out. I actually would maybe go out like this. I don't really think that it's that difficult to do your makeup with your hands. I could probably get away with doing a lot of my makeup with my hands. It's just the eyes, like you can't really get much definition. And then obviously like things like your eyebrows and stuff like that is hard. Now I didn't do any eyeliner because, to be honest, typically on a day-to-day basis, I don't use much eyeliner as it is. I'm not really a huge like winged liner fan. But if that's something that you're into, that may be a little bit tricky for you. But besides that, I'm actually pretty impressed with myself. So yeah, this was really fun to do. I hope that you guys liked this video. If you guys did like this video, please subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.